welcome back to my channel. My name is May, and on this channel I love talking mostly about luxury. So today we have a little review on what I think is a very classic, iconic, basic, whatever you want to call it, a handbag. So this handbag has been with me for 7 years now, so I definitely thought that I could give a very in-depth review about it, either for those of you that are considering maybe adding it to your collection, or for those of you that have recently added it and just want to see how the handbag holds up. So we're gonna get right into it, and without further ado, the handbag that I will be discussing today is the Neverfull in the MM size, and this one in particular is the one with the monogram print. Now, like I said, this handbag I did purchase back in 2014. We were actually on a trip to Prague, and I got the bag while out there. I tend to do a lot of the luxury high-end shopping abroad, just simply because I don't know if you're aware, but over there the prices regardless are cheaper even after the conversion for the most part. And besides that, you can always do your VAT refund, which is basically gives you an additional either 10 to 15% off of what you already paid. So I will be traveling hopefully soon enough to Europe. If you guys want me to do a video in regards to the VAT refund and how you go about that, I can definitely do that once I get back. If you have any particular questions that you want me to answer, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. Now back to this cutie. So I did add her to my collection simply because I was kind of starting to build my collection at that point. I had gotten the Speedy 35 maybe about a year or 2 years before that. And then I wanted a style that would be suitable for my life at that point in time. However, my husband wanted me to get a clutch just in case we went out at nights and just to carry something smaller. But to me, that really didn't make sense at the moment. I was super into the big bag craze. So I was like, why am I gonna spend $800 at that point in time in a clutch when I can spend an additional $200 and get the Neverfull? And yes, this Neverfull was about 1100 USD after everything back in 2014. Isn't that crazy? I'm gonna try to hold it like this because the other way my shoulder was just gonna give out. So like I said, we went in looking kind of for a clutch, but I ultimately wanted something that I knew I was gonna use day to day, especially that I was starting to build my collection and I didn't have a lot of luxury items. So I bumped into this one, and it was the revamped version, which if you guys know, it now comes with an additional pouch inside. I no longer have the pouch. I will get into that in a few. So I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. I get to get my big bag that I'm gonna carry, you know, around at work, and well, we're back in the city. But at the same time, I'm gonna have a small little clutch that if I want to use it for nights out, I can simply stick some things inside and it'll be perfect. So I thought I was getting this great 2-for-1 deal. So definitely went for it, and we went ahead and purchased it right then and there. Now, 7 years later, that pouch is no longer with me. It actually hasn't been with me for a couple of years now. I totally did not give it absolutely any use. I mean, I would keep it inside the bag, but for the most part, it basically never had anything inside. And then at night times, I still felt like it was too small for my liking, so I wouldn't take it out with me regardless. And for that reason, I just opted for selling it, got a little bit of money back, and I went ahead and put it towards another bag at that time. But overall, it was just something that really didn't make a difference for me. I know that a lot of people rave about them and they love them. To me, it doesn't take away or add anything to this bag because I want the tote for what it is. And that was just an additional piece that came along. Now, to get into the review, I typically do not use an organizer for the bag. So what I do in order to help it keep its shape is fill it up with air paper, and that has worked out for me. I also store it in my closet without the dust bag. I just put the dust bag underneath. It is not a leather bag at all. I mean, the only leather that it has is the trimming. But regardless, I don't like to have her inside the dust bag just because I think that she will be suffocating in there. So I have stored her like that for many years, and I have no issues. There has been no cracking on neither the canvas nor the leather. So I will continue to do it like so. So I did want to start off showing you the outside of the bag, and as you can see, in my opinion, it has gained this beautiful light caramel patina color, and I am absolutely in love. Like most of you know, the vachetta at the beginning, once you purchase the bag, it's really like light, almost white, and over time it'll oxidize and then it'll turn this caramel color. Sometimes it gets to be a very dark color. I haven't gotten there yet, surprisingly, because like I said, I've had this bag for 7 years and I've used it a ton. But I must say that I love the patina color that it currently has. I think it matches so nicely with the Monogram canvas. Now, I have also done nothing to cause this kind of patina for the bag. I know a lot of people use either water wipes or they wipe it down a particular way in order for it to get an even patina. Like I said, I have not. I have basically just let it run its course. You will see, however, that there is some staining down here at the tip. I will make sure to put close-ups. And then obviously, I tend to carry the bag at times handheld like so. So the handles themselves have turned a little bit darker than the rest of the bag. But even if you see it, it's not anything major. I mean, I just really am totally in love with the balance of the patina color that it has gained. You do have the possibility of cinching in the bag, and I will make sure to show that to you guys. And since I have pretty much never done so, I love the bag like so. And when I use it, I tend to use it to pretty much stuff it, so I don't need it to be smaller. I have never really cinched it in, and therefore, you can totally see it has a little bit of a tan line. It has a little bit of a tan line going on, which I think it's super funny. But like I said, for the most part, I tend to use it like that. And then this little strap that goes over is usually laying like so. So the tan line will never show. But that is the only thing that is pretty uneven in the patina. Aside from that, there's also no pop stitching anywhere. I have seen people that have had pop stitching, especially here on the end of the straps. I am lucky enough to have none of that happen to the bag. And the hardware, I must say, is almost new. I mean, it has such a nice shiny light gold color, and it's pretty much stayed like that the whole time since I've had her. So I'm pleasantly surprised at how well this bag has held up, especially since, like I said, I bought this bag and I probably used it for like 6-7 months straight, probably just put it away on the weekends. This was like my workhorse of a bag. I took it to work at all times. It was just so wonderful because I could fit so much inside. And even if I look at the corners, you know, I've placed it on the floor, I've tilted it over, I've probably kicked it underneath my desk. I'm telling you, she has been through hell. But I mean, she's held up pretty well. I couldn't ask for anything better. All right, so I got rid of all the air paper inside, so now we can dive in. It is a pretty sturdy material inside, just like the canvas from outside. It is pretty strong inside. The only leather part that the bag has is the trimmings, you know, all of this vachetta here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe it has any other leather inside of the bag. So for that reason, it makes it very easy to clean if you were to get any stain, or if something were to maybe spill inside. You could definitely just grab either a wipey or a semi-wet cloth and just wipe it down. It also has a very nice spacious pocket here, and it holds a lot. I mean, I've never used this bag for travel, but if you do, you can definitely fit a passport holder back there. If you print out your boarding passes, your cell phone, anything that you may need easy access to, you can totally fit it in that pocket. And then obviously you have the rest of the bag to go crazy with. I've never considered the organizer simply because I already have a routine in place where I'm a pouch crazy person, so I have everything in pouches and it works best for me that way. So I just lay everything inside the bag, and I actually love this kind of layout because I could just throw things in there. But if you like to have some sort of organization and some security, there are inserts that even offer you a zipper. So that would be something that you might want to consider. But if not, then you can just throw your things inside and then, like I said, place the most valuable things back there in that big pocket. So that does it for my review on this amazing, amazing bag. I think that it is a bag that can fit so many different lifestyles. If you're a mom, if you're a teacher, if you work at an office, if you're a traveler, you know, you could definitely fit it to your lifestyle and use it in so many ways. I hope you enjoyed this 7-year in-depth review of my Neverfull MM. Let me know down below if you have the Neverfull and how you feel about it, or if you've had it at some point and just totally got rid of it. I must say, I don't give her as much love anymore. I'm currently working from home, so I don't take her out to an office or anything like that as much as I used to. And even though I have considered selling her, I always tell myself that I will regret it. So maybe I'll start using her for travel. We'll see how I incorporate her again into my lifestyle, but she is definitely not going anywhere. Now, once again, guys, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. I will catch you guys on my next one.